Hello everybody. So, in this video, I'm going to be showing you a lion that supposedly blames us for downright aggro KOSing. Which in a way he's right, but also wrong. I will get into that later in the video when we actually meet up with him. I'm going to point in here real quick that Roblox and SSO, like little videos like this, are basically what I'm going to be posting for a little while. Because my hard drive on my gaming computer went kaput and I need a new drive. But with that out of the way, I am going to show you every player encounter and every hunt we do from the time we started playing and we've met up to the time we end up encountering the lion. But here it's about to cut. Me and Jay go looking for some food because we're both really hungry. You can see us both below half right here. And we end up looking around and ended up meeting up for food. Right here, she's behind me, she's catching up. And she tells me that I can use my scent because she sniffed out a herbivore, but it was suddenly gone, so that's what that was about. Then I see this baby lion, and I'm like, okay, here's some food, so I end up going after him. I think Jay went after the monkey, because we knew that this lion and this monkey were not going to completely fill us. So I prioritized the lion while Jay prioritizes the monkey. This lion actually fought back, so kudos to him. But, I tell Jay to drop the monkey, because I already killed the lion, and I tell her to come over. She doesn't end up dropping the monkey, you'll hear it in a second. She ends up killing an impala. I don't know if this impala was the guy. There was 2 impala kills before we met up with him. I don't know if this was the one. Plus, this one was young, so he didn't even lose any growth, pretty much, because he was really young. Maybe at most midway grown. But, right here, I start talking with Jay where to meet me up. I end up heading to a tree, and she ends up meeting me up by said tree. And we end up eating. When we eat, I want you guys to keep an eye on my hunger. I did speed up the actual, eating things. I wanted to show you guys. We ate the entire bodies, both of them. So, me and Jay start eating here. And right after the lion body disappears, I want you guys to keep an eye on when I hover over my hunger. I don't completely fill up, and neither does Jay, with both of these bodies. And we don't kill anybody else until 5-10 minutes later because we're waiting for our hunger to drain to about 85-80. Because we're not going to hunt when we're about 90% hunger because we're not going to eat much. Right here. I slow it down just to make it even more easier to see. 91.7, and I believe Jay was 92 point something. Right here, we're just kind of meandering about. Just to show you an in-between time. This is all we did, excluding at a tree time. We end up running up this tree and sitting in this tree, actually, for a few, before Jay ends up pointing out to me that something is behind us. And I'm asking behind her or behind me, because our butts are facing different ways. So she ends up getting up and pointing them out to me. I go, we're hungry. We're about 80% hunger right now. Let's go get him. Especially if he's young. We don't like killing babies, but if we're hungry and if it's a quick top off until we find more food, we'll do so. You could see him running along the river right here. If this was him, we decided to go after him because we were hungry. You could see my hunger, and Jay's hunger is about where mine is, by 1 or 2% off. So I let Jay go and handle this. I'm there. This is where I discovered crouching. I end up letting her hunt it. I literally just stay off to the side in case she runs out of stam. But unless she runs out of stam and she needs me to intervene to get this kill, I let her do the kill. Because it shouldn't take 2 leopards to bring down a not even full-grown impala. This impala was at least 50% grown, though, because he had his horns and everything. But she ends up chasing him down. Right here, this is where I tell her, you should be able to handle an impala. I'll be here and gaining stam in case you need it. And this impala does fight back, so... We end up killing him. Jay brings him over. We eat. And because we're people that don't like to waste anything, we will keep the body with us if it lingers around for a while to continue to eat from it. We end up eating a good chunk of this impala carcass because it disappears literally not long after we take it up a tree. Because we were not going to hunt until this impala carcass went away or something chased us off of it. So, me and her end up eating to 100%. I pick it up, we take it to a tree, and we hang out there until the body despawns, which it despawns, like, immediately after I get up the tree. These are the only 2 kills that me and Jay did, or only 2 impala kills, because he was an impala according to him. The only 2 impala kills we did in this time frame. I end up slowing it down here in a second as soon as the body disappears. See? So we didn't, like, go and kill anybody until the body disappeared. But we were full here, and Jay mentioned, and I ended up hearing, you can hear it right there, footsteps under us. So I'm like, what the heck is under us? So if it's like another carny, I would love to actually have a fight. So I was going to jump down and hope that whatever it was attacked me, because I was not going to attack it. It was an impala. So we're like, oh, it's an impala. We just ate. We don't need this guy. He ends up doing a U-turn, because I think we scared him at first. But, like, I don't even friendly call this guy. I don't spin. I just go, you know what? I'm thirsty. I'm going to go get a drink. He ends up following us, because I think he might have been confused that we were being a little too friendly to him. Right here, he says something, so I run up to see what he said. And I think I scared him. But saw that he said hi, and I'm like, oh, okay. And I go and continue drinking. He comes over and says, yo, which is not, anything this guy says is not bad. But he does end up hanging around us, so I do end up telling him to back off by biting at him and running at him a few times to let him know, like, we're not wanting to be friends. The only reason why you're not dying right now is because we're not hungry. Right here, I bite at him, tell him to go away. I'm not actively actually trying to hit this guy. I'm just trying to tell him to go away. Right here, he says, you're not that guy, here in a second. And I told him, point blank simple, I'm going to shorten it, basically told him, we're not even trying to kill you. We're not hungry enough to kill you. We just want you to go away. We want to be left alone. And the lion later says we are KOSing, and the way he points it out makes it sound like we are overly aggressive, aggro on everything, kill everything, regardless of hunger killers. This is proof that we are not. Literally the only reason why this impala did not die in that moment, the moment we jumped down that tree, was because we weren't hungry enough to hunt him. Now, if he lingered around until we were about 80% hunger, he would have died. Here, right here, I let him know that you're the one hanging around us. We just want you to leave us alone. We're not hungry enough to kill you. Basically telling this guy we're not going to aggro you, because we have no reason to right now. We also end up encountering what I thought was a black... He ends up saying okay and moves on. We end up encountering a young, what I thought was a black leopard, and right here I'm about to warn him and make sure he runs off. But, we encounter what I thought was a black or melanistic, leopard. I find out once I get more close up to it and after scaring it by accident. It's a lion, but we are friendly. He says hi. I compliment him on his skin and we move on. These are the 2 other player encounters that we have after killing and eating our fill. We do not go outright and just kill everybody for no reason. Me and Jay are actually really nice players, and we play animals as realistically as we can in a case scenario like this. right here, I do a speed up just to show we did not encounter or kill anybody else. We end up climbing up in a few trees, nudging our way over as we scan and take a look at Pride, waiting for, like, either carcasses to drop or somebody to wander away for us to kill. Because we're getting close to 80% hunger, and we were sitting here like, yeah, if we have a wild dog wander off or something, we can do that. But we were just kind of chilling right now until our hunger drained enough. You'll here soon see a ton of lions just right down there. I'm sorry for it being sped up and if it's a little headache or nauseating. Shows how much lions are around right now. So, a baby, I slow it down here in a second. Somebody named Timon on a black leopard spawned on me and I'm like, oh my god, we have a baby. I do have actually a screenshot of him that I'm probably going to make the thumbnail for this video. But he is so cute. Absolutely loved him. Complete sweetheart. I do end up doing a time skip, so you'll see him disappear in a second. Literally the whole time in between the time skip, I'm sitting there trying to invite him to our group. Or I guess our pride. And he doesn't join, so I assume he's already in a group, or he wants to play solo, or he doesn't understand. So after, like, here, where I see him eating from a body, I'm like, sweet, food. We don't need to hunt, there's food down here. So me and Jay end up coming down and eating along with him. But after a invite you're about to see in a second, and him not accepting, I assume that he's either in a group or he's confused, doesn't see the pop-up, so I leave him alone. Because I believe that was like the 4th or 5th invite, and after about that point, I didn't want to spam invite him. Drew with the lion named Simba, he's chill. He actually ends up bringing us more food, because I think he wanted to give food to the baby. And this lion ends up actually defending us. Right there, you can see him in the corner. I slowed down. That guy, was one of the 2 impalas that Jay killed. And he comes over to Jay saying that she killed him as an impala and that he should kill her. Yet, he blames us and gives us shit for KOSing, yet here he is doing, or at least threatening to do the same thing. Let me go in while you guys watch this chat and me explaining to this guy that the way he's making us out to be with the KOSing is not what we're actually doing. And we tell him multiple times, even Drew tries to tell him that we were hungry, and Drew is willing to defend us. Right here is where he said you KOS'd. But this is where I'm going to tell that guy, for one, you're not that guy. You are not that guy. Nobody is that guy. But, regardless, let me tell you how you are right and how you are wrong in this case scenario while everybody watches the lovely chat here. Yes, you are right that we did technically, because of the words, kill on sight you. But you were literally the only other person we saw. And we were sitting in that tree for a few. I ended up speeding it up. And you just so happened to be around when we were hungry. Now, if you were the first one that we encountered, we ended up eating the entire body along with the lion body. So it's not like we killed for no reason. If you were the second one, we were at least 80% hunger and needed the food. So yes, we did kill you. But at the end of the day, it's a survival game. The whole point is for you to survive. And the biggest thing that I could teach anybody in a survival game, trust no one. Don't trust anybody. Even if they say that they're going to be friendly, do not trust them. Always expect somebody to turn around on a dime and kill you. Now, and the way he's wrong, he was making it out in this whole scene right here, and you can always feel free to rewind and ignore me and rewatch to make sure you read everything. He was making it out that we were these aggressive, KOSing leopards that were killing everything in sight. When we weren't. We were only killing when we were hungry, and apparently he was sour about it. And I told him that. I'm like, clearly you're upset about it. Or you seem upset about this. And I said sorry to this guy, which I didn't even need to. I was being nice. I didn't even need to say sorry. For killing him. When this is a survival game. Don't play a game like this if you're not willing to get killed every 5 minutes. And you don't even lose that much growth. But after this whole case scenario on explaining it to him, I will let you know, kill on sight is normally seen as a overly aggressive, kill this person. He's killing everybody regardless of hunger. He's killing for sport. He or she. That's not what we were doing. So, kill that guy. I would recommend making sure that the person that killed you isn't killing because they're hungry. If they're actually killing for sport, say that they KOS'd. Because at this point, you're crying wolf. And I wouldn't be surprised if already people don't listen to you when you say it anymore. Or at least people that know you or have encountered you before. Now, here me and Jay go to get a drink because I realize, oh yeah, I'm actually pretty low. Now, this was on me. I shouldn't have drank so close to the Crocs. I should have moved away. But Kyle actually ends up being no better and being a hypocrite here. And third parties and kills us. Which, us dying is not really what annoyed us. It's the fact that he goes out giving us shit for KOSing. Yet, here he is doing to us the moment we get low. I want to say that him and this Croc were in cahoots, but I'm not going to say nor confirm nor deny that because I'm not sure. Amazing hitboxes of a Roblox game. But anyway, he ends up killing me. I do end up swapping back to my female, bringing her over to Pride Rock, and letting her rest there. But I end up getting on my male because every animal I have a male and a female. No more than that because I don't need any more than that. But I end up grabbing my male and meeting up with Jay, and we end up hanging out with a group of leopards who are being really chill and nice. So I'm like, you know what, while we're all being chill and not killing each other, I'm going to chat. And I commented how there was a lot of panthers, and I asked if somebody had a strawberry skin, which was my favorite skin, and I can't have because it costs actual money. So we end up hanging out. I don't know what the hippo was doing, but the hippo decided to attack us. I don't know if he was with Kyle, that guy, or not. Again, not going to confirm nor deny because I don't know. A lot happened. But Kyle, once again, took advantage of somebody else attacking us and started attacking. He is a big fan of what we noticed because this is the second time I was able to catch it on video. But he does this like 3 or 4 other times. He is a big fan of third partying because apparently it does not seem like, at least this is what me and Jay thought, he was not confident enough to pick a fight by himself unless it was a 1v1 case scenario, which fair enough, but we do end up actually fighting him later. Yeah, here's the hippo attacking us, and I end up realize the hippo has a lot of health, so I back off. Kyle was just then trying to attack me, I believe. A lot was going on. But me and Jay debate whether or not we're going to go back up the thing. When Jay starts getting chased, I follow her up the tree. You can see him right there staring at me. I believe he goes and attacks other people here. But here I call him out. He blames us for KOSing, yet he just did that with the hippo. And for one, the hippo, in this game at least, has no reason to attack us unless they want to fight. Because they are herbies. They are herbivores. In this game. I'm not talking about real life, I'm talking about the game. I know in real life I think they can eat meat. It's just not good for them. And they're like one of the most dangerous animals in the savannah. But we end up hanging out here for a few before, this is about 30 minutes after. 30 minutes to an hour after all this. We finally decide to go after him because we're like, you know what? He's finally alone. He doesn't have a ton of people by his side. We're gonna go after him. At first, we go after the guy next to him because we're sitting here like, we're gonna go ahead, get rid of this guy. We don't know if he's his friend or not, but he's been hanging around him, so we're gonna take care of his friend and him. I secure the kill on his friend with somebody, and I actually, to prove that I don't like to waste stuff, I pick up this body and bring it to a group of lions and leopards to eat. Almost getting myself whacked by an elephant. But here I'm about to speed up because I struggle to find Jay for like 2 minutes, and I believe she is 2v1ing, at one point 1v1ing this guy. She ends up letting me know that she's by Pride Rock, and lets me know that she's half health and getting chased. You're going to see our duo skills here in a second, because I tell her to turn around, she trusts me, and her whips around. Once this guy started getting attacked, he panicked and just ran. He didn't even try to fight. He runs to this elephant, I think, to try to get assistance from him. Does not work. Me and this other leopard end up killing him. And then we leave it. After that, we go away from Pride Rock, and we leave it be. He does end up coming back on a female lion, actively hunting us down. This goofy wild dog tries to attack me, but ends up actively hunting us down to try to kill us. We end up signing off because it was late, and I wanted to go to bed. I didn't want to waste any more time or effort into this guy. So, after all that, me and Jay ended up getting off, and we ended up moving on with our day. All I ask is if you're somebody like Kyle here, or not Kyle, if you're somebody like that guy here, don't go around saying people KOS'd you without actually knowing whether or not they're aggressive KOS'ers. Because normally when somebody says they KOS, it's a term as in somebody is killing, and they're not killing to eat, they're killing just to kill. They're killing for sport. That's normally what KOS means if you say somebody's KOSing. But if you're going to play a survival game and you get killed by a carny, and you're even better if you're playing a Herbie and you get killed by said carny, and the carny proceeds to eat from your body, that's just how it is. That's part of a survival game. And if you don't like it, don't play it. But yeah, that's all I have to say. This was a funny video and a funny night for me and Jay. I had a lot of fun, even though this guy probably thought that he was annoying me or scaring me or whatever he thought. I laughed it off, and I was having a lot of fun watching him try so desperately to target me and Jay. And it didn't work. But, real quick before I end this off, if that guy sees this video and you start commenting some shit, you will be banned and blocked. Don't bring your toxic stuff into my chat. Instead, learn from this video and do better. I will see you guys in the next one. Hopefully I'll get into streaming again soon. But yeah, bye.